10 things that are totally normal in the US but are considered strange or even illegal in other parts of the world. 1. Tipping 15 to 20%. In the US, tipping is expected about 15% to 20% at restaurants. In Japan, however, tipping is seen as rude. It's not the custom, and the service charge is already included in the bill. 2. The ice in everything culture. Americans love ice in their drinks, whether it's a summer day or a chilly winter night. In countries like Japan and Italy, though, it's rare to find ice in your beverages. They prefer their drinks without it, especially in winter. 3. Saying how are you. In the US, it's a casual greeting to ask someone, how are you, even if you don't want a long answer. But in places like Russia or Japan, such a question might seem too informal or insincere. People usually don't greet each other this way. 4. Large portion sizes at restaurants. America's portion sizes are huge. A regular dish could easily serve 2 or more people. But in France or Italy, the portions are much smaller and more focused on quality over quantity. 5. The love for peanut butter. Peanut butter is a staple in American diets. It's in sandwiches, smoothies, and even desserts. But in many European countries, peanut butter isn't as popular. Some people there might have never even tasted it. 6. The drive-through everything. In the US, you can get just about anything through a drive-through: coffee, food, and even prescriptions. But in countries like Japan, drive-through services are pretty rare. People usually go inside to make their purchases. 7. Eating dinner late at night. In the US, it's common to have dinner around 7 p.m. or later. But in Spain or Italy, it's not unusual to eat dinner as late as 9 or even 10 p.m. It's part of their culture to dine later in the evening. 8. Self-service gas stations. Most Americans are used to pumping their own gas at self-service stations. But in New Jersey and Oregon, it's actually illegal to pump your own gas. You have to wait for an attendant to do it for you. 9. Ice cream for breakfast. In the US, it's not uncommon to see ice cream being eaten as breakfast. Think breakfast sundaes or milkshakes. In countries like Japan or France, having ice cream in the morning is more of a treat or dessert, not part of a regular breakfast routine. 10. Huge car culture. Cars are central to American life, and road trips are a major pastime. But in Europe, public transportation and biking are more common ways to get around, and cars aren't as essential for everyday life. Which of these surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments.